Okay, each of these equations has an exponent of 2. Okay, these are quadratic equations, right? We can even say these are quadratic. What does it mean? Quadratic means it has the highest exponent is a 2. Okay, now we can solve these equations using square roots. How? Well, remember if I have like x plus 3 equals 5, what do? I do minus 3. And why? Because those are inverse operations. Positive 3 and negative 3, these cancel. So then I end up with x equals 2. These cancel because plus and minus are inverse operations. The inverse operation of something being squared is something being square rooted. So when I see that x is being squared, what I can do is the inverse operation. Okay, now I'm going to do it here and then I'm going to explain why does that work. Okay, so here's squared. I'm going to square root and square root. So x equals, look, why is it x? Because square and square root are inverse operations. They undo each other. Just like these undo each other, these undo each other. Okay, now, what's the square root of 121? What I'm asking myself is, what number times itself equals 121? Okay, now look, if you have this multiplication chart, it won't quite make it there. Okay, but 11 times 11, which is here, right, is 121. Okay, so one of the answers could be 11. 11 times 11 is 121. Right? The thing is that negative 11 times negative 11 is also 121, right? Because a negative times a negative is a positive. So here, when I say what's the answer, it could be negative 11, it could be positive 11. Okay, when I square root, I get a positive and negative answer. Okay, now the same thing, it's going to start off the same here. I have all of this is being squared. Oh, I'm going to square root it. So then I have x plus 7 equals the square root of 81. What's the square root of 81? Well, it's 9, or right? And look, I can look along the diagonal here. 81 is 9 times 9. Could be 9, or it could be negative 9. Now, the thing is about this one is this equation isn't solved yet. So either x plus 7 could equal negative 9, or x plus 7 could equal positive 9. And then when I do this on both sides, I get negative 16, or 2, positive 2. Okay, now let's really talk about why does this work? Okay, here are my two answers. Okay, does this make sense? Let's see. Negative 16, let's plug it in for x. Negative 16 plus 7, that's negative 9. Now this says negative 9 squared, that means negative 9 times negative 9. Oh hey, that does equal 81. Now if I plug in 2 right here, 2 plus 7, that's 9. 9 squared, that's 9 times 9. Oh, that also equals 81. Okay, so notice I have two different answers here, solutions. And the reason is that when I square root a number, I can get a positive or a negative answer, right? When I plug a number back in, it could be 9 squared is 81, but negative 9 squared also equals 81. Okay, this last one's a little bit different in that, look, this thing that's squared, yeah, I'm going to square root it 100%. When I get there, I'm going to square root it. But right now, I can't just square root this whole side of the equation because there's more than just this item being squared. So I actually need to get rid of this plus 8 first and this multiplying by 4. So you're going to solve this the same way that you would solve this equation. Right? Like how would I solve this equation? Well, I would subtract 8 first, right? And then I would divide by 4. And you're going to do the same two steps right here. So I'm going to subtract 8, right? Nothing about this is different. I'm just trying to get this isolated. So this is 4. And then 100 minus 8 is 100. Now I'm going to divide by 4. Is 25. Okay, now it's very much like this problem was. I see something is being squared. I'm going to square root it. And this is either negative 5 or positive 5. And notice I always like to list the negative one first. I just, for the most part, that's going to result in you having your answers in order from least to greatest. Not always, but most of the time. Okay, so x minus 3 could equal negative 5. In that case, x is equal to negative 2. Or x minus 3 could equal positive 5. In which case, x is equal to 8. So I would say x could be equal to either negative 2 or 8. And you can see if I plug in, right? Negative 2 minus 3, that would be negative 5. Squared, right? Order of operations, we'd square it first. That'd be 25 times 4. That would be 100 plus 8. That would be 108. And if I plugged in 8 here, I would do 8 minus 3. I would get 5. I would square it. I would still get 25, and the rest would be the same. Okay? You're going to try these problems down below.